But what I know is I'm feeling just fine.
My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. So the wax, I guess the Wax Museum made a wax, a wax figure of Nipsey Hussle, and it's dope. Like, it's really dope. So that's what the thumbnail is. And I just looked at it and I thought to myself, I said, man, brothers, a lot of brothers can be immortalized, but not really loved. And what I'm talking about in real life, man. Like, I'm talking about, like, like the show Drink Champs is trying, you know, with Nori and DJ, you know, EFN. They, you know, the premise is giving people their flowers while they're living. And I watched The Pivot, you know, Fred Taylor, Channing Crowder, Ryan Clark. And they call Fred Taylor Freddie Flowers, you know, one of the nicknames. And his thing is he gives people their flowers, you know, when they come on the show. And it's weird because I remember back in the day, 50 Cent was on an award show. And he was the first person I ever seen do that. Like, he's like, you know, I would like to thank myself, you know. And he thanked himself for all the work he had to do to get to where he was at. And now, like I said, that was the first time I ever seen that. And I thought about it, and I think about, you know, black men in particular. We go from supposed love to supposed hated to love to hated to a perpetual villain to a sympathetic figure. And it's just like a roller coaster ride of, you know, heaven and hell on earth. But when we die, everybody come out, hey, yeah, you know. I thought about that because Chris Brown was supposed to do a tribute for Michael Jackson and the Thriller album. People really don't get tributes when they're alive. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I don't think Michael Jackson had a tribute when he was alive and he was the king of pop. I don't think Prince had a tribute when he was alive. I don't think, I could be wrong. You know, the only thing I can remember was Michael Jackson actually having a tribute to James Brown. Him, you know, showing love to James Brown. But when people are alive, no. Like, it's weird, but say, we got a lot of great black men in the world, you know, that we know of and that we don't know of. You know, whether it be famous or family. And brothers are really not cared about until, you know, the upper room, you know. Like, it's sad because even with the Nipsey thing, right? The things the positive things he was doing kind of got brought to light because of his passing. And now that in ways they're immortalizing him, in some ways they're kind of going back to the background. And it's sad. Like, it's sad because I'm like, yo, we really don't love people when they're alive. Like, you know, and now that I, you know, the older I get, the more I think about it. Like, and I'm gonna do a video about the situation that happened with Terrell Owens getting into the fight with the dude that was heckling a fan of TO's. But even the brothers that's celebrities, man, I'm not too sure that they get. I think they get more hate than love. I think, you know, when people see him, you know, and I ain't talking about, you know, look, can I get a picture? Can I get an autograph? I don't think people go, you know what, man? I appreciate you. You know, you inspire me, man. You know, I remember when you did such and such, man. I never forget that. That was a moment in time, and you actually um, created a moment in time for me, man. You know, same thing with Chadwick Boseman, man. We loved him as Black Panther, but I think we love him more in his passing than we did in his real life. And though people try to, you know, do things in the memory of, and they do great things in the memory of a lot of Black men, I gotta admit, it's just, I think it would be well served if we did that for each other when we were alive. I think people, if you love more brothers while we're alive, we wouldn't have um, so much of an issue with with the world, because the world hates us in America. You know, I got an American experience, so America hates us when we're alive. You know, and then when we're dead, we're immortalized. And when people realize, and it's crazy because when people realize that you're immortalized, and people have passed on and they become immortalized, when they realize that their greatness isn't going anywhere, they go back to hating on them as if they was alive. Like, it just, and usually these are very good people. So, man, it sucks, but it's just something I thought about. I want to bring to light. So tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch me on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna say it to you.